Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Welcome to our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. And in the previous episode, we saw Shanmukhotpatti, where we saw how Lord Kartikeya was born and how these devatas, out of their over enthusiasm, brought some curses onto themselves. No, it was not just the devatas who got punished, it was also the Bhumata who took the stages of Lord Shiva. She was also punished by Parvatima, and the curse that Parvatima gave to Bhudevi is that you will have multiple husbands. And see, every piece of land in this world, of every country, it will have a king. I mean, in the olden days, they had kings, but now we still have some kings in some places, but then we also have these presidents, prime ministers, and all who are rulers. So the rulers in olden days, or in Sanskrit, they used to be called as Bhupati. Bhupati is the ruler of that land, and literal translation of that word actually means he is the husband of that particular piece of land. Now, Bhupati, because Bhudevi, consider Bhudevi as one, when somebody is carrying the title of Bhupati, that means he's a husband to her. That's what the meaning comes out. Don't take these things in a very physical way, but try to take them in a in a plane of reference. Okay. Now, there are multiple kings in the world, so multiple people will be called as Bhupatis. And once the king dies, his son becomes a king. He is also called as a Bhupati, right? So that way, Earth is, or Bhudevi is now considered to be the wife of many people. So that's a very bad thing for any woman, right? So that was the curse that was given to Bhumata by Parvati Mata, and the reason for this curse was that she took the tejas of Shiva. The devatas requested, she took the tejas of Shiva, which ideally should have been the tejas that Parvati Devi would have taken from Shiva. So this is the curse that Parvati Devi gave to Bhumata. And another thing that I wanted to really tell is the Sharavana Tataka. Sharavana Tataka is a form of Ma Parvati itself, because she took that form, and it was near Sharavana Tataka that Kartikeya or Shanmukha was born. Hence, one of the greatest mantras of Kartikeya is Sharavana Bhava, and if you really want to recite this mantra, use it, you probably would need a guru who can instruct you properly on how to do it. But Sharavana Bhava is an extremely powerful mantra of Lord Kartikeya. And now we keep using this word Swami very colloquially, right? But the word Swami was actually a title that was bestowed to Kartikeya. Okay, and even today in Tamil Nadu, you have a place called Swami Malai, which is a very, very important Subramanya Kshetra. Swami here refers to Kumaraswamy, Subramanya Swami, Kartikeya, Murugan, give him any name. But Swami refers to that name, and Malai refers to the mountain. So that's the importance of Swami Malai. Okay, and because he was born as the son for Shiva and Parvati, we also call him as Kumara, and it's Kumara Swami Subramanya, because he gave Jnana. He's called Subramanya Swami. So this is about Kartikeya or Shanmukha. So we are done with Shanmukhotpatti now, and now we'll move into Gangavatarana. So in Gangavatarana, while starting this, Vishwamitra Maharshi said, "Hey Ramachandra, you had an ancestor called Sagara, and Sagara was a great ruler, and he had a wonderful wife called Keshini, and he had a second wife who is a daughter of, I think, Aristanemi, and she is called Sumati. Okay, so he had these two wives, and since he did not have children, Sagara went and did a great penance. Okay, and the Rishi Bhrugu, who got very pleased with Sagara's penance, he comes to Sagara, the king Sagara, and Sagara incidentally is also one of those Chakravartis, Harishchandra Nalavaraja, Purukutsa Pururavaha. Harishchandra, Nala, Prukutsa, Pururava, Sagara and Kartavirya are considered the Shak Chakravartis who ruled this land. Okay, so Sagara is one among those Shak Chakravartis. Okay, so this Sagara, because he did not have children, he goes and does tapasya, and Bhrigu Maharshi comes there and he is so pleased with this penance, and he asks Sagara, hey Sagara Maharaja, what is it that you want with all this penance? Sagara Maharaja says, I need children. Then Bhrigu Maharshi says, okay, you have two wives. I'll give children, but one of them will get a Vamshodharaka, or a person through whom the lineage will keep moving on, and the other wife would get 60,000 children. Whom do both of you want? Now, without thinking much, Keshini says, I want to have the Vamshodharaka, the person with whom the lineage would go on. Sumati was not disappointed. She was actually happy, because now she also wanted to pick 60,000 children, that option of having 60,000 children. And since Kesini has already chosen that one child, so the part that is left to her is the 60,000 children. So she was also happy. So later on, Sagara Maharaja has his children. The elder wife, or Keshini, she has one son who was called as Asamanjasa, and the second wife, she will have 60,000 kids, and they'll come out like as if it's a long vegetable, and then from there the 60,000 small bodies will be hanging, and the dadis, or the servants, the paricharikas, would keep all those boys in ghrita patras, or in boxes of ghee, and they would rear all of them, and they'll have those 60,000 kids. So all of them grow up. Sagara is now very happy. He has got a lot of kids, and he's extremely happy with the progress that he's seeing. They're all growing up. But then this Asamanjasa, who is the elder one, he now develops a very, very bad habit. And what is that bad habit? He used to pick children from the streets, take them to the river Sarayu. He used to rotate them very fast in the air, and then throw them into the waters of Sarayu river. And as they go through that extreme pain, he used to feel very happy, and sometimes the kids also died. Now, the people in the city of Ayodhya bear this for some time, but later on they come to Sagara Chakravarti and make this complaint. Hey king, this son of yours is creating, or he is wreaking havoc in our lives. Please punish him. Now Sagara Chakravarti goes to the bottom of the matter. He realizes that his son was at mistake, and since his son was at mistake, he pushes the son out of the kingdom, and or in a way he says he gives the punishment of Desa Bahishkara. So what is Desa Bahishkara? Desa is the nation. So he asks, the Bahishkara is sending out. So he sends his son out of the country. So that's how Asamanjasa leaves the country. By that time itself, Asamanjasa had a son who was called as Amshumanta. Okay, now Amshumanta, who is now the grandson of Sagara, he also is growing up well. And after some time, Sagara Maharaja decides to do a great Ashwamedha Yajna, and he decides a spot between Himalayas and Meru Parvata, and in the middle of these two mountains he finds a land where he decides to do this wonderful Yajna. Now, how would that Yajna proceed? What all happened to Sagara Maharaja when he was doing this Yajna? That we would be seeing in our next episode, where we would try to do a deep dive into how this entire Yajna happened and what created the need for Ganga Ma to come onto the earth. Okay, I'm going a bit slow in these episodes of Gangavatarana, because Gangavatarana is an extremely important topic, and there is a nice Falashruti also for this. So if you get to hear Gangavatarana completely, that actually gives all of us a lot of good things in life. What are those also? I'll try to describe when we are reading the Falashruti of it. Once we do all the 3 episodes, I would request you to listen to all these 3 episodes of Gangavatarana in one go, because that's when you would actually get the phala of listening to this wonderful epic of Ramayana and Gangavatarana chapter in that. Okay. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Sarvam Sri Sasam Rasvam Charanarandharpamastu. Om Tat Swasti.